Hey there, what's going on, everybody? It's Star. So today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. The video isn't necessarily going to be focused on the art. I'm going to be talking about AI stuff today. AI has been a big deal for the past couple of years because technology has been advancing a lot. And there's a lot of different programs out right now, including that big thing, I think it was called Sora, where they're able to make AI videos now and they look really realistic. There's still some problems, obviously, with those types of programs, but it is looking really good. So the AI scare is a really big thing right now. But as of recently, it's become a really big problem in the art community because there's a bunch of AI artists, quote unquote, out there that are trying to use AI programs to make art and calling themselves artists and putting themselves on the same level as actual artists who use actual materials and are actually, using their brains to make art. So it's a very big discourse, and the biggest thing that's been going on right now is with a lot of social media companies, specifically Instagram, where they're using our work directly with their AI programs. They're straight up taking our work, and we're not allowed to opt out of it. There's no option for people in the United States to opt out of it. So it's a really big deal. And in this video, I just really wanted to talk about my beef with AI and why it's such a big deal in the first place, why it's even a problem at all. Because there are a lot of people who don't seem to understand what the big deal is about AI. And this is a topic that's really important to me. It's been very important to me ever since the AI technology really started improving over the past couple of years, and it's kind of annoying me a lot. So I'm talking about it to a lot of people, to as many people as I possibly can, trying to let them know and basically educate them about this AI stuff that's going on right now. Now in the background, there's going to be some drawing. I'm drawing some Friday Night Funkin' because the update came out not too long ago, and I absolutely love the update. It's really good. I love the music, and I love that you could play as Pico because it's my favorite character out of the whole, slew of characters. Even out of the characters that came from mods and stuff like that, Pico was like my favorite character. So that update really excited me, and I'm only able to play the browser version of the game, so I'm not able to actually access that update right now. But I've been watching plenty of videos on it. Of course, it's all over my YouTube feed. So I'm just really in love with Friday Night Funkin' right now. It's one of my biggest fixations at the moment. So I'm going to be drawing a lot of that in the background. But the main topic of this video is going to be AI stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm not really sure when the trend of AI art really started. I don't know the specific date, but as of the last 2 to 3 years, AI art has just been everywhere. The technology has improved a lot since when it first started coming out. So now there's a lot of people using it. Now there's a lot of AI artists, quote unquote, coming out. And now there's a lot of companies using AI art instead of actually hiring artists that are looking for jobs. On Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, what I've mainly seen is people clowning on these AI artists who keep saying that what they're doing is on the same par as artists who have spent years perfecting their craft to make something that they themselves as well as other people can enjoy. Whereas these people are just putting in a prompt and they get exactly what they want in about 5 seconds. On Twitter and Pinterest, however, it is completely swamped with AI art. I see it everywhere. There are accounts that specifically only post AI art and they get a crap ton of traction while the actual artists don't get as much traction. And when you're looking up stuff on Pinterest, all you get is AI. All you get is AI art everywhere instead of actual art or actual helpful references or anything like that anymore. It's just completely swamped with AI, and it's really hard to get it off of your feed because once you block one account, another one pops up immediately. So yes, AI art is everywhere, but what's the big deal? Why is everybody so upset about it? Well, the main thing that I've noticed and that I've heard from everybody is that AI art steals from other artists. When you put in a prompt in that AI art program, it searches the internet and takes a bunch of different pieces of art that it finds on the internet that it was made by actual artists, and it puts it all together into one big smorgasbord, and then it poops out the thing that you asked it to make. And there have been multiple instances where artists who have been posting their art for multiple years get their art stolen by one of these AI artists, and they put their work, only their work specifically, into the AI program, and then it poops out a bunch of work that looks very, very similar to that other artist's work, and then they post it. and it gets a lot of traction. A lot of the time, the artist who made the original work calls them out, and now everybody knows, but it still doesn't stop people from doing that. The other problem is that since this technology is so common now, like I said before, businesses are using AI programs instead of hiring actual artists. So artists that have been looking for jobs for a long time, looking for creative jobs at that, don't get that opportunity because the business has already started using this AI program so that they won't have to spend any money hiring any other employees. And also, there was a big time when a lot of artists were being laid off of their jobs because they weren't needed anymore once these AI programs got introduced. Now, these illustrators and these character designers and all this other stuff don't have jobs anymore because the company decided that they no longer wanted to pay them because, oh, we don't have to. There's an AI program that'll do it a lot quicker and for free. Now, there's a recent thing that's been going on that is what prompted me to make this video in the first place. And it's this AI and Instagram versus artists thing. Now, everybody knows that these social media sites that we use, they steal your data. They take everything that you ever posted on there, your bio, your captions, your pictures, and they take it and they use it so that they can figure out how to better, make their interfaces, and they know how to update their app to make more people want to use it. At least that's what I think is why they take data. But as of late, there has been this new AI feature that's all over Instagram, and they are going to take artists' pictures and they are going to use it to improve their AI, which is not what any of us want. Sure, they're going to do it with your regular pictures too. They're going to do it with your profile picture. They're going to do it with your bio. They're going to do it with your captions. Just like I said, they steal your data. But with our work, it's even worse because we already have to fight to keep these AI bros from stealing our work and feeding it into an AI program. And now this social media app that I've been using for years in order to get work and in order to get exposure, in order to get traction on my stuff so that I can, be a more professional artist, is stealing my work, and there's nothing that I can really do about it. There was an option for everybody to opt out of their pictures being used in AI, but they took that option away. In the United States, there's no more option for you to opt out of them using your work for AI. It's just completely gone. It's there for other people in other countries, as I've seen, but in the United States, they just sort of took that away. As soon as we started talking about it, and as soon as we started trying to teach people how to opt out of it, they took the option away. So, nobody really got the chance to protect themselves. And it's kind of hard for everybody to just straight up, oh, I'm not posting on Instagram anymore, and just leave, because Instagram is literally the app. It's that professional app. It's where a lot of businesses do their work. It's where a lot of traction gets to artists. Even though Instagram isn't very kind to artists, it's still that app. And especially if people have built a following on there for years, it's really hard for you to just stop posting on there and tell everybody that you have convinced to follow you to go to another app to continue seeing your work. Plus, any work that you've already posted, it's gone. It's in the ether. They're able to use that already. Anything that you already put out, there's nothing that you can do. You can't delete it. You can't archive it. They could still get to it. It's that golden rule with the internet. If you post something, it's there forever. It doesn't matter if you delete it or not. It's still there on the internet forever, and it could still be accessed. Especially by the companies that own these social media sites and stuff. They can still go and find the thing that you deleted. But people are still trying to find other places they can post and that their work will be protected on. And one of the places that has, jumped up in popularity is Kara. So Kara is basically a professional app that's made specifically for artists. I love it. I have been using it recently, even though I haven't been able to post on it as often as I want. And there is a lot of cool features on it. For one, it completely blocks out AI. You're not allowed to post AI out on there. And it's not going to do very well on there either. It'll be deleted immediately. And there is built-in software that will protect your work from AI feeding. It also has built-in Nightshade or Glaze, I think is the program that's on there. And Glaze is basically a program where you can input your art into it and it'll put a filter over it that basically completely disturbs any AI programming. If anybody tries to use your art and feed it into some AI after you've used Glaze, then it will completely poison the software, to completely poison the AI, so it won't be able to continue doing that to anybody else's work. And this will work even if they screenshot it on their phone and then try to feed it into, an AI program that way. It's still not going to work. Any type of loophole that they try to use, if you've used Glaze in your work, it'll be protected. It doesn't matter. Now, Cara and Glaze are both made by a small team, and they got a big jump in popularity as of late. So it's been really hard for them to keep up with everything that's been going on. So they're trying their best to make sure that everybody has a chance to use Glaze and that everybody can have their art protected. But you guys have to cut them some slack. It's a very small amount of people that's working on this nonstop, and they spiked in popularity really fast. It wasn't something that they were prepared for. But using Cara is a very good idea, and I really do enjoy using it, and I love the community that has been formed from this app already. It's very awesome. I also really do stress that everybody uses Glaze and or Nightshade in order to protect your work. Those AI disturbance filters, they don't work. All those little pre-AI disturbance filters that you're seeing all over Instagram and TikTok, they do not work. They do not disturb any AI machine. That's not what it does. It doesn't help. It's still going to allow somebody to feed your work into an AI program and steal it. It's not actually going to stop anything. You could still use them if you want, but it's not going to work the same way that Glaze works. So don't expect that you could just put a little filter over your work with low opacity and your work is good. You'll have to do more than that. And it's not hard to get Glaze. It's free. All you have to do is contact the Glaze team on Instagram and they'll give you access. But that is really the best way for you to reach them. Again, they are very busy and there's going to be a lot of requests. So they're going to get to you when they get to you. If it's an emergency, they suggest that you email them, but it's going to get looked at last, and they look at Instagram messages first. You can find all this information on the Glaze site. All you have to do is look it up on Google, look up Glaze, and it should pop up. Everything that you need to know about Glaze and everything that you need to know about how to get Glaze is on that website. And it's basically everything that I just said. Now, of course, this whole situation is kind of scaring the shit out of everybody, and it's making artists really demotivated. It's a thing where we just don't think that we should continue going because AI is going to take over anyway. What's the point? Well, I don't really think that that's a good mindset to have. I don't think we should really give up. I think that this is just a common case of technology evolving and we are going to have to adapt and work around it. I mean, think about when photography came out. Everybody that was a painter or a drawer or whatever and, saw photography come out was scared that photography was going to take over, that nobody would want paintings anymore. But that was the exact opposite of what happened. People still wanted paintings. It's just now, there's a new piece of technology out. We're going to use the crap out of that. That's it. There's still painters. There are still paintings for the next years to come. It's the same thing with this. AI is here. There's nothing that we can really do about it. It's going to stay and it's going to keep improving, especially because there's such a big amount of people that want AI and want to see it improve. So let's just adapt. Let's just work around it. I don't think that we should stop creating at all. I don't think that we should stop doing what we love to do. After all this time of us developing our craft and working hard every single day and going to school and going to different places, looking for inspiration, looking for motivation, after all this time that we put in, are we really just going to allow something to sort of, dampen our shine? I don't really think that that's good. Don't worry, I thought the same thing as you were thinking. I was pissed. And I thought that it would just be better for me to sort of put art on the back burner and have it be more as a hobby than my career. But then I realized that was stupid. I moved away from my hometown and came to a city that was a whole lot more kind to the career that I want to go into. And I met a lot of different people, and I'm going to college, and my work has improved and my skills are improved, and I'm learning a lot of new things every day. And I think that if I just stop all of a sudden and I stop doing art and I stop trying to pursue it as a career, then all of that time that I've spent and all this effort that I put in order to have these type of opportunities will be for nothing. And that's not fair. Making art is fun, and I've always made my work from a place of emotion. A lot of my work is from a place of emotion. Sure, the Friday Night Funkin' work that you're seeing looks like, just some silly little fan art, but that's coming from a place of emotion as well. I'm excited. I'm excited about this game and about its update, and I'm really happy when I see new content from it, and I really get happy when I draw these characters. That is a place of emotion. It's coming from a place of emotion. Just because I say, oh, my work comes from a place of emotion doesn't mean the only emotions are negative ones. I draw when I'm happy. I draw when I'm sad. I draw when I'm angry. I draw when I'm scared. I draw all the time. That's the way that I cope with things that are happening in my life. And that's how a lot of other people see art as well. There are other reasons why people do art. There's plenty of different reasons out there why people have become artists and why people do art in the first place. And I think that when we feel discouraged, we should make sure that we're looking to those reasons and we remember why we started doing this in the first place. I hope that everything that I've been saying for the past, 15 minutes made sense. And if it didn't, then please let me know. And if I got some information wrong about anything, please let me know. I'm only speaking from my own personal experiences, from what I've learned, from what I know. I don't know everything, but I did want to talk about this either way. This is a big deal, and I hope at least some of what I was saying made everybody realize why it was such a big deal to everybody, to artists, to anybody that really, values art and real artists. Also, let me know if you guys like this type of video where I'm just sort of yapping and drawing in the background and not necessarily talking about art or anything, just talking about random things. Let me know if this format was cool and if you guys want me to do another video like this, because I did kind of enjoy doing this and I do have a couple other topics that I wouldn't mind yapping about. So yeah, just let me know if this was enjoyable for you guys. But thank you guys so much for watching. And again, there will be links in the description to Glaze and Nightshade and all the different links that you need in order to figure out how to protect yourself from AI. And that's really it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.